going to do a question and answer video. You guys have sent us questions over Instagram and Facebook, so I have a list of them here and I'm going to answer them for you lovely people. So let's jump into it. I'm going to do this video laying down because YOLO and why not. Question number 1 is definitely the most popular question I got sent in, and that is, how does Macintosh alert to your condition? For those of you that don't know, I have a severe case of POTS, which is a disease that affects my heart and my heart rate mainly. So when I get out of bed, my heart rate is around 125 and my standing heart rate is anywhere from 170 to 211. And what happens is when my heart rate gets that high, I will pass out. Normally, when I am not medicated, or if I wasn't medicated, I would pass out 4 to upwards of 8 times a day, which is very, very dangerous. I would get multiple head injuries and it was just a huge mess. So, how does Macintosh alert? Macintosh alerts by smelling it. He picks up on hormonal changes in my breath, mainly norepinephrine levels and adrenaline, and there's a few others that he is able to smell. And when he smells those hormones, he alerts me by nudging my left thigh twice, or if I'm sitting and he smells them, he will lick my hands or do both. It just depends on what position that I'm in. So I will have Macintosh check my breath every 15 or so minutes. I have an alarm on my watch, so anytime that I'm out in public, my alarm goes off my watch, and I bend down and I say, Mac, check, and he checks my breath, and if he smells something, then he alerts me, and if he doesn't, then we continue on. So that is how Mac does that. Question number 2. How are your parents with Macintosh, or how do they feel about Macintosh? This question, they are huge advocates for service dogs. When I got my first service dog, not only was my life changed and flipped upside down, their life was changed completely. We had tried everything at that point. We had gone to multiple doctors, we had tried lots of different things, and when I got my first cardiac alert service dog, they were like astonished, I guess is a good word to use. And so they are completely supportive of service dogs and Macintosh. It's not an option or even a question if I leave the house with or without Macintosh. Like, he goes everywhere with me, and that's how it's always going to be as far as they are concerned. They are in full acceptance of the fact that I'm probably going to have a service dog for the rest of my life until the day I die. And so they love Macintosh. They treat him like a kid, I guess, and they don't even really treat him like a dog. They love him, they love us, and they're really, really good about educating the public and educating people, and it's really cool to see that as well. So yeah, I love you, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this. Question number 3, do you train Macintosh? The answer to this question is yes and no. As far as all of Macintosh's obedience, I have trained. So everything that if you have watched our training video, I taught him everything in that video. But as far as training the alert, we did get professional help with that, because that is a little more tricky to teach and it does require a person that is very knowledgeable in that area. So we did use professional help with that, but as of right now, everything that you guys see, everything that Macintosh knows as far as obedience and healing, I have taught by myself. Question number 4 kind of goes along with question number 3, and that is, how did you get into training dogs? I have been a dog person since I was born. My dad was always bringing home rescue dogs, and I don't even remember a time in my life when there wasn't multiple dogs in the house. I grew up with them, I grew up training them, I grew up going to advanced level obedience classes and working with AKC trainers, and it's just always been a part of my life. So I guess I got into it. My parents got me into dogs originally, and as far as training goes, a lot of what I know is self-taught. I've kind of found my own training style, my own training methods, and it works great for us, and we have a lot of fun. It's my passion, and it's something that I plan to do for the rest of my life, and hopefully as a career one day. So yeah, question number 5. How old are you and how old is Macintosh? I am 17 and I will be 18 this coming February. And Macintosh is 7 months, but he will be 8 months and like 3 days. So he's basically 8 months old. Question number 6. Why did you choose a poodle as a service dog? Well, my first service dog was a program dog, so we didn't choose the breed of that dog. But when we got him, we had never owned a standard poodle before. I actually grew up with Great Danes, mainly. So that was a breed that that was kind of like my family's heart breed. So we had never owned a standard before, but we had heard a lot of good things about them. They are the second most intelligent dog in the world, second to border collies, and they don't shed, which is something that we love. And so when I got my first program dog, we absolutely fell in love with him and the breed. So when we were looking to get Macintosh, we knew that we were going to stick with the standard poodle. And honestly, as far as standard poodles go, there really is no flaw in the breed, in my opinion. Like, they are, in my opinion, the perfect dog breed, and I might be a little bit biased, but honestly, I'm being straight up with you guys. You can't go wrong with getting a standard poodle. They are phenomenal dogs. So I'm probably, honestly, if it's in my control at all, I'm never gonna own a different dog breed. And that's not like meaning to be like dog breed racist or anything. It's just I'm gonna stick with this breed till the day I die. Like, I love them so much, and they're absolutely perfect. Question number 7. If you had to choose a different dog breed, what would you choose? Okay, this is a hard question following the question before this. If I had to choose a different dog breed for service work, it would probably be, it's such a tough question, honestly. I've worked with a lot of different dog breeds, and they all have different characteristics and character qualities that I like. I would have to say, my heart wants to say a Great Dane just because I grew up with them, but honestly, I can't imagine having to haul a 150-pound dog around everywhere. Like, I have a hard enough time trying to figure out where this guy's gonna go, and he's only like 51 pounds. So I'd probably go with a Doberman or a Golden Retriever, just because I have worked with both of those breeds before, and I've had friends that have worked with those breeds before, and they're just phenomenal and awesome dogs. They're very intelligent, very willing to please. So, question number 8. Where is your favorite place to take Macintosh or to train Macintosh? Our favorite place is definitely the gym. We enjoy going to the gym every single morning. He's dreaming right now, as you can see. So that, I wouldn't say, is a very good place to train your service dog, because there is a lot of distractions, and it can be a dangerous place if your dog isn't trained enough. But that's my favorite place to go with him. My favorite place to train would probably have to be Target. I don't know why, I've just always had really good luck with Targets. I love Target. And I've also trained quite a bit at Best Buys for some reason. I don't know why, but those two stores have always been where I take Mac to work on different things. The staff are always really awesome and educated, and they know the state laws and the ADA laws. And so Target and Best Buy are probably my favorite places to train. Question number 9. Has Macintosh ever flown on a plane? No, he has not. But we are planning on going to Texas, my home state, the beginning of next year, so 2017. So he will be flying then. It's not that he isn't ready. He could go on a plane tomorrow and he'd be completely like fine. He's a complete bomb-proof dog. It wouldn't faze him at all. It's just we haven't really had a need to go anywhere on a plane lately. But yeah, we are planning on it. Question number 10, and I'm gonna end on this question just because it's a little bit of a story, and that is, what is the worst experience that you've had as far as running into a fake service dog team or a pet in a store that shouldn't be there? My worst experience. One day, me and Macintosh were going to our local mall, and as we were walking in through JCPenney's, there was I think it was like a Maltese mix, and she was in a bag, like in a purse bag, inside a shopping cart. But the front flap of the bag was open, so the dog could like still get out. So me and my mom and Macintosh were walking by, and we were on the left-hand side, and this lady and her dog were on the right-hand side. We were walking by, and this dog was going absolutely nuts at Macintosh. Like, I don't think I've ever heard a louder dog. This dog was going psycho at Macintosh, and it was so embarrassing, and it wasn't even my dog. Like, Macintosh didn't care. Like, he was just like, Mom, let's go. Like, why are you freaking out? But it was so embarrassing to me because, like, I'm in the middle of, like, a store, and this dog is barking her head off. Like, I was embarrassed, and it wasn't my dog. It was horrible. Nothing, like, happened. Like, Macintosh didn't get hurt or anything, but it's really annoying, I guess. And luckily, we've been pretty fortunate because we haven't had that happen hardly at all. I think it's happened maybe 2 or 3 times in the years that I've been a service dog handler, so I've done pretty good. And as far as public access issues go, because this is also asked, I have never had a public access issue before. One time I almost got denied access into a church, but by law they have the right to do that since it is separation of church and state. And so, long story short, they ended up letting me in because they saw how well trained Macintosh was. They knew that he wasn't like some fake or anything, so they decided to let us in, so that ended up being good. But I have never had a public access issue. I know, it's kind of crazy. I've been a service dog handler for like, I don't know how many years, and I've never had one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching me lay in bed with Macintosh answering your questions. We are currently on vacation in Daytona Beach, Florida. We are having an absolute awesome time. I have literally been so lazy, and it's been awesome. I've gotten to wake up to the sound of ocean waves and go walk on the beach every morning, and it's just been awesome. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We love hearing from you guys, and we get so much support. It's awesome. And like this video so that I know that you guys liked it, or I guess if you didn't, then you can leave a thumbs down. And be sure to keep the requests coming as far as videos go. I'm always open to anything you guys want to see. So I think that ends this video. Bye guys.
Ooh, baby, it's the ultimate feeling.